Hi class, this is Mr. Moorhead. Thank you for taking the time to come here. This screencast is to kind of go through the WebQuest as a bit of a tutorial. If there's anything that you might be getting hung up on or have questions about, hopefully this will take care of that. So we'll start out, once you're here on this on the introduction page, this kind of tells you just a little bit about what you'll be learning about. We're covering basketball in our next unit, so I want to make sure everybody's prepared for that, and I've prepared a little bit of an activity for us to go ahead with. So if you're ready to get started, we'll move on to the task page. Okay, so this tells you a little bit about what you're going to be doing in the WebQuest. Um, I want you to be able to understand the basic rules of basketball, the 5 different positions, the health benefits basketball has, and even some history of the game of basketball. So at the end of your completion of the web quest, you'll then create a 5-minute presentation that covers the concepts that we focused on in the web quest here. So if you're ready to get started, we'll move into the process page. Now, once we're here, this is kind of where everything's going to happen. These are all the sources that I have, and I'd like you to visit each one of them. Just go in order down the page. So first, I'd like you to watch this video. Be sure to click on all the hyperlinks that you see. They're very important, and they contain a lot of useful information. So this first one is showing this short video, and it talks about the history of the game of basketball. And then after you do that, I'd like you to visit this website here, and then you'll learn about all the rules of basketball, the fouls and violations, and player positions. It's a very informative website. There's a lot of information there. And I want you to be taking notes as we go through the web quest because, like I said earlier, you will be given a presentation at the end of this. So I want you to be as prepared for that as possible. And after you get through that website, I'd like you to watch this video here that I've embedded. And this is goes through the rules of basketball. It's a fun video. The Harlem Wizards, they're good guys. They do a good job with showing some rules of basketball, what you should do and what you should not do. And after you watch that video, I've got another Harlem Wizards video for you to watch. And this one is about the different positions in basketball, the 5 different positions, and it goes a little bit in depth about what each position does and what responsibilities that they have. So it's a very, very good video. After you've done that, I'd like you to go to this website here, and this will tell you about the health benefits of basketball. There's a lot of them, and write down any health benefits that you see so you'll have them for later. And if after you've done all that, you feel like you got a pretty good understanding, I want to just kind of make sure you're getting the important concepts here. So I prepared a little bit of a quiz. Um, so you can go through. There's 8 questions, pretty self-explanatory. There's directions for you to follow. And if you are having trouble with any of the questions, you can refer back to any of the resources that are on this page. And if anything's really stumping, you can come back to my desk and I'll help you out in the best way that I can. So, and that would be the end of the resources that are in the WebQuest. So now with all of your knowledge that you've received with the different websites, the things that you've seen, the videos you've watched, I'd like you to create a 5-minute presentation that'll focus on either the history of basketball, the rules of basketball, the positions of basketball, or the health benefits that basketball has. They're all listed right here. And once you've decided on your topic, please come back to my desk and tell me which one you're going to be doing so I have that for my records and I'm prepared for when you give your presentation. You can use PowerPoint or Prezi to create your presentation, whatever you're more comfortable with. If you don't want to do a PowerPoint, that's all right too. Just as long as you are getting your information across, you're showing your understanding of the concepts that you're focused on for your presentation. I'm more concerned with the content than the overall presentation, although I'd like for it to be as professional as possible. And if you still don't feel like you know everything you'd like to know, or you want some more information about the game, this website here has many different videos, and they go through the fundamental skills. There's some drills in there, more about the rules. So it's a Howcast. It's very, very informative. That some more of Harlem Wizards guys you've seen some of their videos in this page. And after the end of that you still have any questions, feel free to ask me anything you'd like. I'm pretty knowledgeable on the topic, so will help you any way that I can. And if you'd like to know how you're going to be evaluated on this process, you can go to the evaluations page, and there's a rubric here that I've created that'll, it's about the WebQuest and the presentation you'll give. So you see I'm focusing on your knowledge of the topic when you give your presentation, the responses, how well you did on the quiz, if your presentation meets the time limit, and your overall participation in the WebQuest. So make sure you go through and read the different what's going to get you the most points. You want to be able to maximize your points on this. So just be sure to include your examples, do everything that you need to do over here. And if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to ask me. You can move on to the conclusion if you're done. If you're done, it's just kind of wrapping it up. Go through here the credits. These tell you these are the different websites that I used where I got my videos and everything like that. So that's the end of the WebQuest. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask me. I'm glad that you're all able to complete this WebQuest. I know I'm going to love hearing your presentations. So I hope I answered any questions that you have, and let's get started.